how or where do Africans learn to be African again? Because obviously they've lost their memory.
I think it's an issue of a hard drive, maybe to use a more modern word. It's an issue of a hard drive that has been plugged out of its, where information can be read. I have good news for you. That hard drive is in our DNA. It's right inside us. Unfortunately, lots of other apps have been put onto it, and physically so. Facebook, Instagram, and the real apps, the operating system that drives this machine has been almost been overshadowed in the midst of all these apps. And sometimes we crash in depression. Sometimes we crash in psychological breakdowns. And all that means is that just go back on your phone. If you have a good phone like mine, it will say reset to factory settings. And it will tell you when you do that, then your Facebooks will go, your WhatsApps will go, Instagrams will go. You remain with the operating system in its raw form. Then in that case, then you can begin to download the other apps that you want to function with. I'm using this at a very simple level, but I hope the message is sinking that we have been absorbed in, and we think having a phone is having a Facebook. But if you look at the functions of a phone, you can email, you can type, you can Google, you can read, you can learn, you can what. But if you only think that a phone is based on your artificial apps, which is entertainment, you may actually forfeit your scanning things that are at the bottom there, your pulse readings that are in there. So for me, the DNA of an African has not been lost. I'm sorry to say that. It is still within us. It takes an awakening. It takes silence. It takes switching off. It takes taking off your shoes. It takes walking on the ground, walking to the rivers, sitting in the mountains, waking up early in the mornings, 3 in the mornings, and sit in the midst of silence and give yourself that internal conversation. And when that becomes a habit, all of a sudden your dreams, your visions, your premonitions, your deja vus, your gut feelings start to become much more active. Whereas right now there's too much noise. You even sleep with music in your ears. You have TV, you have music, you have what? I want to call it noise pollution. And that presses down your sense of say, Facebook is saying, Twitter is saying, news is saying, they're saying, but no one stops to say, what are you saying? What are you saying? You have a problem right now. The first thing is to phone friends. What did this has happened? This has happened, and everyone is telling you what you should be doing, but you don't stop to say, but what do you want? What do you want to do? And that can only come from an internal conversation, which will lead into outward demonstration and manifestations. And many of us have lost touch with us. And when you come to us, we're back to San Moran, because you're no longer singular.
Yeah.
You are plural.
Yeah.
We're greeting you with everything that is already embedded in you. And if you can stop, of course, on any day, if someone should ask you a question, and then ask yourself the question, what do I think? That's an artificial question. The real question should be, what do we think?